It is time for the main event, and this one is an unsanctioned match. Anything goes. Roman Reigns and his opponent, a guy that doesn't even work here, but Triple H gave the green light for this match, made it an unsanctioned match, and made the guy that used to go here by the name of Dean Ambrose sign a contract saying that the open mic universe, and more specifically the WWE, would not be held liable for anything that happened to him in their ring. Now, if you're new here and you may be wondering why an AEW guy who now goes by his real name, Jon Moxley, is back here in the WWE and here at In Your House. There's a lot of history between Dean Ambrose and our WWE World Champion Roman Reigns. And while Moxley has been gone for years, this past year at WrestleMania, Roman Reigns faced the biggest obstacle he has faced in his career. His cousin, The Rock, who at the time was the WWE World Champion, and he was running things around here like a crazed dictator. So going into that match at WrestleMania with everything on the line, who was the ultimate tribal chief? Roman had some backup. He had his cousin Jay. He had Seth Rollins. But there was a surprise twist. The returning Dean Ambrose. And it was actually Ambrose who was the final nail in the coffin to help put The Rock away once and for all. And after Roman regained his spot at the head of the table, the night after WrestleMania on Raw, which should have been the happiest night for Roman Reigns, turned very quickly when it was discovered that Seth Rollins had been attacked in the back, and there was no sign as to who was responsible. Later in the week, Jey Uso on WCW Thunder was also attacked in the back, and no sign of who attacked him. So Roman putting the pieces together, obviously someone was trying to get the attention of the tribal chief. And so he came out on SmackDown and he demanded that whoever was responsible, if they had a problem with him, he was going to come out at the end of the night and get in the ring, and they should meet him face to face. So as SmackDown was getting ready to end, Roman came out, called out the assailant, and crickets. Or so he thought, until SmackDown was going off the air, and then the feed was interrupted by a very cryptic video of a masked man whose voice was altered, and he had a message. And that message was he was in fact trying to send a message to Roman Reigns. But he wasn't alone. And that he and his associates would continue to hunt and make the life of Roman Reigns a living hell, because they felt that the only reason that Roman Reigns was in the spot that he was because they weren't here anymore. And so the cryptic promos, the cryptic videos continued. And they asked for a match at BACKLASH, a 6-man tag. And so Roman went to Seth. Seth was in. He went to Jay, who was already in a match at BACKLASH, a rematch for the WCW United States Championship. He was in. He was willing to pull double duty. And so we had our 6-man tag match. It was the main event of BACKLASH. And in a very shocking fashion, these three masked men defeated the team of Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and Jey Uso. After the match, they would remove their masks and reveal their true identities. Jon Moxley, Bryan Danielson, and Claudio Castagnoli. Three guys who spent a lot of time in the WWE, and three guys who had a long history with Roman Reigns, especially Jon Moxley with his time with Roman and Seth in the Shield. And their message was clear, that if they had not left, there would be no Roman Empire that Roman Reigns enjoys today. And for all the years that Jon Moxley was a shield to Roman Reigns, his goal now is to burn the entire Roman Empire down and anyone who's associated with it. He wanted this match. Roman wanted this match. And Triple H reluctantly agreed to it, obviously with the condition that it must be an unsanctioned match. Moxley would have to agree to not hold WWE liable for anything that happened in their ring. But there was also another condition. While this contract did allow an AEW contracted wrestler to perform here at In Your House, that meant that Bryan Danielson and Claudio were not included in that, and they were barred from the arena. But again, Moxley not caring. He wanted Roman Reigns here in the ring, and again, the title's not on the line. This is a no disqualification match. The fact that there has not been a chair or a weapon of any kind involved in this match is very surprising. But Moxley doesn't care. He doesn't care that there is an end goal. His goal is to expose Roman Reigns and try to end the Roman Empire. Roman in the corner misses with the spear as Moxley able to get the knee up, and now Mox in the corner. Roman slow to his feet as Reigns eats a knee. And now Moxley turning around. What has he got? He's got some brass knuckles. He just laid out Roman Reigns with a pair of brass knucks, goes for the cover. And Roman able to get his right shoulder up at 2. Wait a minute. Seth Rollins is here. And of course, Mox doesn't have anybody watching his back. Clothesline from Rollins. Reigns, he is down, he is out. And Seth Rollins out here getting a little bit of payback on Mox, but also helping out Roman. And now Roman making his way to the corner. Roman Reigns with a spear. Hooks the leg. And Roman Reigns, with some help from Seth Rollins, defeats Jon Moxley and hopefully puts an end to this once and for all. What did you think of In Your House? Leave your comments down below. Up next is the draft, and it gets started on our next episode of Raw. But for now, good night from In Your House.